New York City. Listen, brace yourself. Now, this interview, well, this is not an interview. This is a show.
It's a conversation.
It's conversation. Look, man, you know what I do. I go around, the industry like one of those pests, smelling everything and anything. The minute I come across a Zoe, meaning a Haitian that's doing their thing in the industry, I'm intrigued. I've been intrigued about Herbie Lovebug.
That's my dude.
That's your dude.
I know Herbie.
About Hard Hand Harry.
Sure.
So many others. Sean Money Excel. That's your dude. You know Sean?
Of course.
And especially
Jack,
Haitian Jack. Oh, you know Haitian Jack?
Come on, man.
Okay, listen, man, this guy's heavy.
Old school, baby.
You know what I'm
Old
saying?
school.
Especially when I find out, they worked in the industry, like people like Combat Jack.
Yes.
Reginald O'Shea, that's your boy
That
too?
was my cousin. I said, who's that where?
Hold up. Combat Jack,
Reggie
Reginald O'Shea is
was
your
my
cousin.
Yes. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. Listen, look, I'm getting a goosebump right now. And you know Reginald O'Shea worked with Rockefeller, Damn Dash.
I know.
I mean, how is your relationship with Damn Dash?
I know him too.
You know Damn Dash? Oh, we're
Yeah.
going to talk a little bit about Damn Dash.
Dame
Damn Dash
Dash
is a cool-ass dude,
Yes,
man.
Dame Dash, listen, Rockefeller, Jay-Z would not be where he is right now if it
Without-
wasn't for Dame.
Without Damon
You
Dash.
got to give him his props where his props.
If it wasn't for Damon Dash, Jay-Z would not be in the Grammys talking that talk.
Correct. By the way,
Wow. This is big. This is super big right now. Listen, right? So, like I said, I go around like an insect, but a lot of people don't know I'm highly professional, trained in school to do research and stuff like that.
Right.
So they just, they look at the Amaris and they look at the Cartiers or the brand name. They think I'm just, a scammer. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So when I find out these things, I'm like, you know what? I need to talk to this man. I need to talk to this man.
I'm here, my brother. I'm
And
here.
here you are. And come to find out, you my homeboy brother. And I didn't know that.
Who that?
Fritz.
That's my baby brother.
Wow. And then when I'm like, I gotta meet this man. I
You know
gotta
Fritz.
become his friend.
That's
because
crazy.
Fritz is my homie.
That's my
You
brother.
know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
love that boy.
So yeah, man. And so many times I'm supposed to go to the studio, I never make it, but I'm gonna make it.
Make it. It's
So-
a nice studio. You gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like it. Now, straight from the Grammys to here, Loungin With Scripz. Now,
Yes.
usually we talk about the guests and we go into what they do and stuff like that. But before we do that, we talk about what's going on.
Right.
And the Grammys were big this year. Now, were you in the audience?
I actually didn't go to the Grammys.
You didn't. Oh wow!
I
what
went to
happened?
Grammy week.
Oh, you went to Grammy week.
Right. And the rule of thumb is if I don't have anybody that's really nominated, I'm not gonna go.
You hear that? That's big talk.
Also,
if he doesn't have anyone
Grammys-
nominated, he's not going.
And the Grammys still not giving our people our props.
This is where we're going.
You know what I'm saying? They're still not doing it.
We're going right there. Stay right where you at.
Right.
Now, at the Grammys, so many things happen.
Right.
Jay-Z won his 24th Grammy,
To his credit.
to his credit.
Right. Well deserved.
Miley Cyrus won her first Grammy
Yeah.
with the old hairdo. But it's all good.
Yeah.
And Killer Mike won 3 Grammys.
Yeah,
And
but did he really have the best rap album, bro?
the funny thing is, I heard a few cuts from his album. I didn't really dig into the album because I'm busy these days.
I mean, Nicki's album is fire.
Nicki's fire.
Drake's album is fire.
Drake is good.
I mean,
And Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin had a dope album.
And look at that, he keep up with the young ones. That's
I'm
dope.
supposed to, so I don't know, man. I
You
just
don't-
feel like, I mean,
Wow.
you know what I mean?
So now I know you heard of. There's so many things happen during during the time of the Grammys.
Right.
Jay-Z gave a protest speech in terms of like you just said, the Grammys are not doing right by black people. They need to get it right. Now, what's your take on Jay-Z's speech, man?
I think what he's saying is true. Like, how can his wife, who's probably one of the greatest female artists out here, never win an Album of the Year award? How's that possible?
Wow.
Right? There's a bias in the music in the recording industry. I mean, listen, the record industry is like any other industry in America. It reflects the fact that there's racism. I mean, that's just the reality of the situation, bro.
You know what's so crazy?
Keep it 100. You know, I'm not mad about it. It is what it is.
I'm about to make a quick little comparison and transition. Shout out to my homeboy Edwin Raymond. He wrote the book Inconvenient Cop. That's exactly what he said. No matter the industry in America, there's racism at large. He's a lieutenant, and he's fighting the NYPD. One of the main reasons is because he wants the NYPD to play fair in terms of policing black neighborhoods, in terms of protecting and doing what they say they're supposed to do, rather than using us as numbers and statistics to put us behind bars. And you said exactly the same thing or something similar. No matter what the industry is, there's racism there.
Do you remember when Kanye West, I believe it was the Grammys, came up there and interrupted Taylor Swift?
Of course, that was the Grammys.
And said, yeah, you know, Taylor, everything is cool, whatever, but Beyonce should have won that year.
Wow.
I think it was Best Video
I remember
Award.
that.
I think it was the VMAs.
I remember that.
But in reality, if you compared her video and her choreography and all of that, and you compared it to what Taylor Swift did, and Taylor Swift, don't get me wrong, she's dope. I love Taylor Swift.
Especially with the Kansas City Chief.
Yeah, but she's dope, right? But the reality is, yeah, Beyonce should have won. She had the best video.
She should have won.
So when Kanye did that, it was sort of like what Jay-Z did. Right?
But it's in a more smooth,
he didn't go
more
and
smooth
interrupt
way.
somebody. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
right. That's right.
And it's true.
And it's
I
true.
mean, for example, where was the best rap album category? Like, why wasn't that also part of the main show?
I didn't even look at
Like, Killer Mike got it, but it was earlier on. Like, you know, it wasn't during the like, you have best album, you have best country album, you should have best rap album.
Right, that's right. That's right. That's right. So now with the Killer Mike situation,
and I'm happy for Killer Mike. Don't get me
after
wrong. I respect him and all that.
After this, his celebration, he got arrested.
Yeah, apparently, I was just reading it on my way here. Apparently, he got into some sort of minor altercation with security or some sort.
But he's a celebrity,
right? I don't know what happened. I don't know. We don't still know what happened, but it was enough for them to arrest him, which is kind of embarrassing. And then they released him. It was a misdemeanor, but they released him. So it's like, it's just unfortunate.
Just to make a point, you're still a nigga. Wow, this is crazy.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. So it was. So how was Grammy week for you, man? How was it?
Great. So Grammy week is the week before the actual Grammys. There's a lot of events going on. There's parties going on. Every major label, major publisher, they're going to have their own little parties, networking events. So it's really good to go to be seen. In this business, when you out of sight, you kind of out of mind.
Next time you got to take me with you, man.
Yeah, we go.
Okay.
It's just about going there. I had clients there that I had to go meet with, met new people, new potential clients. I went with two of my colleagues that work with me. So we went and we did Empire had some things going on. You know, the Black Music Action Coalition had something going on. Primary Wave. You know, it was ASCAP had a brunch that was dope. You know what I mean? So it's really good to go to those things, and that's really when it all is said and done. For the most part, most people are going for those events and that networking opportunity.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. But you know one thing,
awards is cool. It's better. I went in 2001, I believe. I was at the Grammys with City High. I co-managed this group called City High.
Yeah, I read about that.
Right? And they were nominated for Best New Artist for the year, right? In the pop category. They didn't win, but that was worth it. You know, I sat in the front row, got the VIP treatment and all that. So it's really good. It's a different experience when you go there with a client that is actually nominated for a Grammy.
That's actually on the menu.
Yeah, it's on the menu, exactly.
That's right.
So that's kind of cool. But it's a good event. I would encourage people to go. If you're new to the music industry, it's good to go. I think, and I didn't see this, but I thought what was really cool was Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs doing Fast Car. Because it's like the juxtaposition of you have, a black woman, a country, country singer. Country music is still very much racist, even though the reality of the situation is that country music, its foundation is black people.
Absolutely.
Black music, right?
Black music.
So there are some, I represent, shout out to a guy named Shabuzi. He's on Empire. He's a Nigerian, you could say country singer. He's amazing. And he is...
Hold up. A Nigerian country singer?
I kid you not. His name is Shabuzi.
Shabuzi. I got to check you out.
And, he's a dark-skinned brother with locks. And it's going to be interesting to see how country music, reacts to. You know
So
what I mean?
Shaboozey is your client.
Yes. Shaboozey is
Wow.
my client. So
Well,
he's
congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
And he's got some amazing records.
Well,
Amazing.
I mean, Shaboozey, I never heard of him. I'm going to check him out. But T.I.'s son is a pretty good country singer as well.
Yes,
That's right. So there you go. We taking it back.
Absolutely.
We're taking it back.
Absolutely.
We're taking it back. Well, the Grammys just seemed like you had a very, very good time. But you know one thing I noticed about you?
Right.
In your spirit, and you love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, listen, when I was in school, I was very fortunate. I went to Yale and I went to Columbia Law School. When I was at Yale, right, I met my freshman year, I met these juniors and seniors. They were black juniors and seniors. They took all of us freshmen and they said, listen, don't think you got to Yale just because of your SAT scores and because of your grades in high school. You got into Yale because black people protested during the civil rights movement in New Haven. New Haven's a black city. And New Haven was also a center of civil unrest, right? During the civil rights movement. So it forced Yale to open up the door, right?
Okay.
And what they basically told me is like, listen, come here, learn what you can about how the system works, come out and help your people.
Wow, and you maintain that.
So I said to myself, I was a DJ in college.
Hold on. You were a DJ?
Come on, man. Look at my watch. You see this watch right here?
This guy was a DJ.
What does the watch look like?
A turntable.
Come on, man.
Technique. Okay.
Right? I was on the 1 and 2s back in the day.
Really?
And then I was on the radio station.
Which radio
Yale
station?
had a radio station called WYBC-FM, right? College radio station.
Okay.
I was DJ Bobby Adrian, because my first name is Robert and my middle name is Adrian Adelier. So we put Bobby Adrian.
This guy was born for this.
Right. But you know what really made me really okay, I got to get into this business. I took a course on black culture, ironically taught by a white professor.
Wow.
And this white professor took us back to Africa, to the drums, and how we as Africans come from an oral tradition. That's why we're great singers and great orators. The drum is the central part of any village. The ability to rhythmically respond to different beat patterns. Improvisation, jazz being the first American music, and improvisation being a metaphor for black life, right?
Okay.
Hip hop is improvisation.
I feel like I'm in a music class right now with you. Go ahead.
This is when I heard this, I was like, oh, and then I'm coming home for the summer. Hip hop is in its infancy. So now I got this knowledge and I'm looking at this, because I wasn't a street kid. Haitian parents, you're not
stay in the house like
Well, but you're right, we're studying, right? But now I'm from the outside looking, I have this information, I see this this rap music starting to manifest itself. Based on what I had learned, I'm like, wow, I'm witnessing the birth of a culture.
Okay.
Because as black people, we don't create fads. We create art. We create culture.
That's right. That's what we create. A lifestyle.
Now, I would never have been able to tell you 40 years later, it would be what it is today. Global, cultural,
international.
If I told you that, I would be lying. But I knew that it wasn't a fad.
You knew it was something special.
Right? And so now I'm going to the Bronx. I'm going to these high school auditoriums. The DJ, who does it good? DJ Hollywood. Like these were the back old school DJs.
Oh, this guy's heavy, man.
Right?
This guy talking DJ Hollywood.
DJ
okay,
Hollywood,
let's do it, man.
I was there, and it was a school auditorium. He's rocking all these kids. It was exciting. It was just an exciting thing to be a part of, right?
Wow.
And so, of course, my mother used to, don't go to the Bronx, don't go to Harlem. Of course, that was my form of rebellion. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, but I would go.
You didn't smoke then, and you don't smoke now.
No, first of all, I was going to be a doctor. Number one.
Okay.
I was going to be a doctor, and so, and I'm into my health. So I'm like, listen, whether you smoking a hookah, whether you smoking a cigar, whether you vaping, whether you smoking a cigarette, whether you smoking weed, inhaling smoke into your lungs is inherently unhealthy.
It's detrimental.
Period.
Detrimental.
If you're going to take marijuana, the best way of doing it is take edibles.
Okay.
If you're going to take it, right?
Okay, I
edibles.
hear you.
Don't, every time you're inhaling it, you fucking up your lungs, potentially fucking up your lungs.
I can hear you.
So why would I
put yourself in danger, okay.
And then it was like a situation when I got to high school, everybody saying, yo, have some. And I was like, you so quick to give me weed. You so quick to give me alcohol. Have a drink. But I need some money. Can you give me some money?
This guy's a clever dude, man.
You're not gonna give me no money.
You're a wise guy.
You want me to do some shit that you know, and you feeling bad. So you like, oh yeah, have some. I don't want any.
Wow.